But it's reading negative 55, E1, A2, A4, and then off. So I just wrote them down just for me to remember. But I guarantee you the condenser is not on because I don't hear no refrigerant going through, and it's just not cold enough down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go upstairs, check it out, and then if I do need to check out those codes, I'll probably look online. And it's not iced up. Alright guys, so there's 3 condensers. I don't know where that one goes to. The Russell one, I'm pretty sure that's the cooler, and then this one I'm pretty sure is going to be the freezer because this one's off and it's a beacon. So that's what I'm going with. I don't know if you guys are able to see, but I see a bunch of oil. So I'm pretty sure that's our leaker right there. Maybe the pressure switch is leaking. It's either the pressure switch or the weld. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the gauges, see if I got a little bit of pressure, and then bring the soapy bubbles and just go from there. But I definitely do think this thing is it's off on low pressure. So for me to confirm, I'm gonna go ahead and check the pressure switch and go from there. First things first, let's confirm there's power even coming in. Alright guys, so I came down here to check what kind of refrigerant it was set to. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 404, but while I was messing with this, if you guys notice, whenever I got here, the panel was open. And I don't like how these boxes are here because they're gonna hit the board. And what I noticed is that whenever I got here, it was saying negative 55. And then this sensor right here is for room temperature. And then check this thing out. Completely broken. So I know that sensor controls the room temperature. So I must call my buddies and see if maybe I can bypass it for now. Go to the van and get some 404 and some soapy bubbles so I can check the top just in case if it's low on charge. But I'm pretty sure I mean, I don't even know what I'm gonna have to do with that. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and call my buddies and see what they could recommend. All right guys, so I'm gonna do one thing at a time. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and check if that thing's actually leaking or not, okay? After I figure that out, then I'm gonna go ahead and call RSD in Stockton and see if they have that beacon board. And if they do, I'm gonna go ahead and call my my partner and tell him to go pick it up. So like I said, first things first, this thing's off on low pressure switch right now because there's a bunch of oil leaking right there. Also, it could be number 2, that sensor is keeping this condenser off because it was reading room temperature negative 55, I think it was. I don't remember correctly. So I'm gonna do one thing at a time before I start losing myself. So let's go ahead and check that and then we'll go from there. So I tried adding some refrigerant, that's why it's frosted, and then I still run into a vacuum. So what I'm thinking is happening, since that sensor is out, is maintaining the solenoid closed. So that's why it's going on a vacuum. So I'm gonna go ahead and send in the information about the beacon to RSD and see if we're able to track it down, and basically just go from there. And the thing that sucks, guys, is that that cover has been missing. That's what the manager told me. So because it's been missing, then they never told the shop, or they never called us about it. They've been stacking the boxes pretty high up, and that's how that sensor got broken. I guarantee you that. So I mean, it sucks because it's Saturday and I'm on call, and this is the type of calls that they piss you off, because it just things that happen because of the lack of common sense from management. So I'm gonna go ahead and like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and send them information in to RSD and see if they have that beacon control.
Okay, what's the number you see on that board?
It is.
Is it the first three letter C on cat?
Yes. C as in cat, T as in Tom, and then C as in cat.
Okay. I know I'm not gonna carry that board with me. So what kind of board is it? What's it in?
It's on a beacon system. It's on a Heatcraft.
Oh, a Heatcraft. Okay.
Yeah. Fuck. Alright, guys, so I called 3 supply stores. None of them have it. I called my manager. I told him about it. He says to go to the shop and see if we have one maybe laying around, and see if I can swap it out. But if there's none at the shop, they're gonna have to stay without a freezer for the whole weekend. What they're gonna end up doing is that this type of restaurants, they have emergency trucks, big semi trucks, big freezers. So a lot of times when things like this happen, they end up calling those trucks. Those trucks come in, and the employees move everything from the freezer to that truck. That's a pretty cool thing about this type of restaurants, that they have those things as an emergency. This is why I absolutely hate the beacon systems, because a lot of times the supply stores don't carry their parts. And if they do, then I don't know, and just let me know down below. But for now, I mean, we really can't do anything. Like I said, 0 PSI, 225 PSI. I reset it, and the unit runs into a vacuum, then shuts off. But I'm thinking, like I said, is because that sensor is not activating the solenoid for it to kick on, because it's really negative 55 degrees, like how it was whenever I arrived at the location. So, I mean, it sucks, but on this type of occasions, us techs, we have our hands tied. You know, we really can't do anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the manager know. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the shop, see if we find one at the shop. But if I don't, then I'm gonna go ahead and call her back and let her know to order a truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in, and it should be good. Bam. So I don't know about you guys, but anytime I leave a unit down like this, it makes me feel uncomfortable. It's super weird. I mean, I wasn't really gonna upload this video, but then I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure if any of the new guys that are watching this, if they ever come across this type of issues, that way they know, you know, things like this happen. In the 7 years I've been doing this, maybe I had this happen maybe 3 to 4 times. And it sucks because as a technician, you feel bad for leaving that unit down. But the good thing about this place is that they also, I was just talking to the manager, they're gonna have a truck come in within 30 minutes. So it's, you know, none of the product is gonna get lost. So that's a good thing. So this is one of the few times that us as a technicians, that we have our hands tied behind our backs. We really can't do anything. I posted on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow my Instagram, I'll put the link down below. But I put down my Instagram if anybody knew if there was a way to bypass that temperature, room temperature sensor. And I got everybody telling me that you can, that you just got to replace the board. So that's that. And I also called 3 supply stores and none of them have it. So it's what it is. I have a feeling that we're gonna start carrying those boards and those sensors and little things like that in our vans. Maybe just one, you know, one of each thing. Maybe one sensor, one board, one the electronic TXV head, little things like that. Just in case if this thing happens again, we're able to replace it. So that sucks, man. But I wasn't even gonna upload this video because I was like, well, there's nothing to fix, you know, why am I gonna upload it? But then, like I said, I started thinking like, nah, I mean, if any of the niggas are watching, they that way if they ever come across this type of things, they don't get super scared that they're gonna get fired or anything like that. So right now we're gonna go ahead and head over to the shop, see if we find a board. If we do, I'm gonna go ahead and come back and install it. If not, then they're gonna have to wait till Monday. I think this is the older style. Damn. So I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to put this in and making a bigger mess. We're just gonna have to order it. Yeah. All right, guys. So like you guys saw, that board is green. I think that if I remember correctly, that's the older style beacon systems. The one that I need is the blue one. It does look like it kind of has some of the things the same as the other one. But I honestly don't want to risk it and say I go back and put that on and it makes a bigger mess. And then if I go back, I'm just gonna waste time going back for a part that it wasn't even gonna work. So we're gonna go ahead and order that beacon control board on Monday. So like I said, in the meantime, they're already putting all the product away on the emergency truck. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know you guys didn't learn anything or nothing at all in this video, but like I said, the main reason why I'm uploading this video is to let all the you guys know that sometimes us techs, we're gonna have our hands behind our back, tied behind our back, and there's gonna be times that there's nothing we can do about it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.